In the quiet sanctuary of an ancient pottery workshop where time slows down, we begin a journey to discover the profound hidden beauty of our own imperfections. Welcome to Streams of Wisdom. Today we explore how the art of repairing what is broken can lead us to a deeper understanding of our own resilience. The master's hands move with a grace born from decades of patience, molding the earth into a vessel that carries both form and a silent, ancient spirit. Beside him, a young apprentice watches every movement, his heart filled with the heavy weight of expectation and the silent fear of making a single mistake. He reaches for his creation, a fragile vase that represents hours of hard work, but his grip falters under the pressure of his own desire for perfection. In a single heart-stopping moment, the vessel slips away, tumbling through the air as the world seems to stand still in the face of an impending disaster. The sound of the break is quiet but devastating, echoing through the workshop like a final judgment on the young man's skill and his very worth today. He stares at the fragments, seeing only failure in the shards. To him, the broken clay is a mirror of his own perceived inadequacy and shattered dreams. The master does not shout or sigh in disappointment. Instead, he moves with a quiet dignity, approaching the scene of the accident with a gentle, knowing smile. He lifts a single piece toward the setting sun, studying the fracture as if it were a rare jewel rather than a sign of a clumsy mistake. "Do not look away from the breakage," he whispers. "In the world of the spirit, what is broken is often where the light finally begins to enter. In a world that constantly demands flawless results, we are taught to hide our wounds, but nature tells a different story about the value of scars. Consider the tree that survives the storm. Its knots and bends are not signs of weakness, but proof of its incredible strength and will to live." The apprentice listens, his fear slowly transforming into curiosity. He begins to wonder if his failure could actually be the foundation for something much more beautiful. We often think that the end of an object is its destruction, but in the hands of a master, destruction is merely the first step of transformation. Every crack is a path, and every break is an opportunity to rewrite the story of the vessel, making it stronger and more unique than before. Together they collect the fragments of the fallen vase, treating each piece with a level of respect usually reserved for the most precious and whole treasures. The shelves are lined with survivors' vases that have fallen and risen again, each bearing the golden marks of their history with pride and quiet elegance. Why do we fear our flaws so much? Perhaps it is because we have forgotten that perfection is often a hollow mask for a lack of experience. The master begins to prepare the sacred bond, a mixture of life-giving resin and the essence of the earth, designed to hold the broken world together. True growth requires us to look at our brokenness not with shame, but with the eyes of an artist looking for the next stroke of gold. He realizes that his life, like the clay, is still being shaped, and that every mistake is just a necessary step in his own difficult apprenticeship. With a steady hand, the master begins the healing. This is not about hiding the damage. It is about honoring the fact that the vase fell. The bond is strong and flexible, allowing the pieces to find their place again, creating a new form that honors the old while embracing the new. He sees that the repair is a slow process, a meditation on time and care that cannot be rushed if the result is to be lasting. "Now it is your turn," the master says softly. "Heal what you have broken, and in doing so you will begin to heal the fear within." This is the essence of Kintsugi, the Japanese art of precious scars. We do not use ordinary glue. We use the most valuable metal on earth. By mixing gold with the adhesive, we transform a point of failure into a point of focus, turning a tragedy into a breathtaking work of art. Watch as the scar becomes a vein of light. The history of the object is not erased. It is highlighted as its most beautiful and valuable feature. He begins to understand that the gold is a metaphor for the wisdom we gain through our struggles, making us far more precious than before. Kintsugi teaches us that an object is more beautiful because it has been broken and repaired. Its story is written in gold for all to see. There is a deep dignity in this labor. It requires us to face our mistakes directly and decide that they are worth our very best efforts. This philosophy extends far beyond the workshop. It is a way of seeing the world, a lens that transforms every hardship into a potential for beauty. Even the earth itself is a collection of fractures and repairs, showing us that life always finds a way to fill the gaps with something new. The young man's first golden line is shaky, but it is real. It is an honest acknowledgement of what happened, and it is the start of healing. One is perfect but tells no story. The other is flawed but screams of survival, history, and the incredible care of a human soul's touch. The value of this bowl has tripled, not because the gold is expensive, but because the story of its restoration is rare and deeply moving. We are all like this pottery. Our lives are a series of breaks and repairs, and our character is the gold that holds us all together. Legend says it began when a great ruler sent a favorite bowl back for repair, finding that the new golden seams made it even more beloved. The shame he felt is being replaced by a sense of purpose. He is learning that he can be a healer of things, including his own spirit. Healing takes warmth and time. We cannot force the gold to dry faster, just as we cannot force our own hearts to heal before they are ready. Every small act of kindness we show to ourselves after a failure is like a grain of gold being added to our own internal Kintsugi masterwork. The gold does not change the vase's shape, it illuminates it. It says, "I was once whole, I was broken, and now I am something even better." He is discovering that the hard work of repair is more rewarding than the easy work of creation, for it requires much more heart and soul. As the night falls, the workshop becomes a place of transformation, where the brokenness of the day is slowly turned into the wisdom of tomorrow. Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His life was a masterwork of persistence and gold. These words remind us that every setback is just data for our future success, a crack that will eventually be filled with the gold of experience. He shows the apprentice that his early perfection was boring. It was only through mistakes that he found his true voice as a great master artist. The lesson is sinking in. Confidence is not the absence of mistakes, but the knowledge that you can fix them with grace and sincere effort. It is finished. What was once a pile of trash on the floor is now a masterpiece that captures the light and the viewer's heavy heart. They stand in silence, honoring the vase. They are not just looking at ceramic and gold, they are looking at the triumph of the human spirit. The morning brings a new perspective. The apprentice realizes that he is no longer afraid of the clay or the possibility of it breaking again. "You have learned the secret of the gold," the master says. "Now go and live your life with the same courage to be beautifully broken." He understands that he has been given a gift far greater than pottery skills. He has been given a new way to face the world's many challenges. Every crack tells a story of survival. Every golden seam is a song of praise to the resilience that lives within each and every one of us. Let this art be your guide. When you feel broken, remember the gold. Remember that your scars are simply your greatest and most beautiful strengths. To truly understand this, we must look back into the master's own past, to a time when he too was lost in the darkness of failure. Years ago, he tried to create a masterpiece for the emperor, but every single attempt failed, cracking in the kiln or shattering in his own hands. The world mocked his efforts, calling him a dreamer with no talent. He felt the sharp sting of public humiliation and the cold weight of worthlessness. He almost gave up. He almost walked away from the clay forever, believing that his brokenness was a sign that he was never meant to be an artist. But then, an old teacher found him. She didn't tell him to try harder. She told him to look at the pieces with more love and care. She taught him that the struggle was not an obstacle to his art, but the very essence of it. The pain was the gold he needed. He spent years mastering the art of the mend, learning that a repaired heart is much more capable of empathy than one that has never broken. Through thousands of failures, he forged his wisdom. He became the master we see today, not by avoiding mistakes, but by embracing them with gold. He shares this story to show that even the greatest masters were once broken students, struggling to find the light in their own shattered lives. Take a moment to sit with your own breaks. In the silence of your failures, what is the quiet voice of wisdom trying to tell you? There was once a carpenter with two sons. One was brilliant and fast, while the other was slow and very prone to making many mistakes. The clever son wanted to look perfect. He hid his errors under layers of deception, creating a beautiful surface that covered a weak and hollow structure. The second son was honest. He didn't hide the cracks. He reinforced them, making the points of failure the strongest parts of the entire building. When the great storm of life arrived, the true nature of their work was finally revealed. Perfection and honesty were put to the ultimate test. The house that looked perfect fell apart, for it had no foundation of truth. Its beauty was only skin deep, unable to withstand the pressure. The house that acknowledged its flaws stood strong. It survived because it had already faced its weaknesses and turned them into points of lasting strength. Sincerity with your own flaws is the first step toward true freedom. Do not pretend to be whole when you are actually hurting inside today. When you accept your cracks, you no longer have to play a role. You are free to be your messy, broken, and beautiful self. Which house are you building today? One made of perfect lies, or one made of golden truths that can survive any storm that comes? Integrity is not about never breaking. It is about how we choose to put the pieces back together when the inevitable breaking finally occurs. Life is like the river. It does not judge the stones for their shapes. It simply carries the wisdom of the journey to the sea. Write your own story with the gold of sincerity. Let every page be an honest reflection of where you have been and who you are. He is no longer afraid to start over. He knows that if it breaks, he has the tools and the heart to make it whole. A teacher's greatest joy is seeing a student move from the fear of failure to the courageous embrace of the long and difficult creative process. The bond is now permanent. The vase is ready to serve its purpose again, but now it carries a weight of character it never had. Peace comes when we stop fighting the reality of our past. The gold of Kintsugi is the gold of total and absolute self-acceptance today. In this moment, they are both masters of the craft, for they both understand that the heart is the most important tool in any workshop. It is a monument to resilience, a reminder that no matter how many times we fall, we can always choose to rise in gold. This is your tool now. Use it well, not just on clay, but on the broken hearts and spirits you will encounter in the world. He accepts the path of the healer, knowing that his own scars have prepared him to understand the pain and the potential of others' breaks. The wisdom of the ages is not found in books alone, but in the lived experience of those who have survived their own darkest hours. He is part of a tradition that celebrates the light within the shadow, the gold within the crack, and the strength within the very soul. May you find the gold in your own life. May you have the courage to show your scars and the strength to heal with love. The lesson is complete, but the journey has just begun. The gold is waiting for those brave enough to pick up the broken pieces today. As we return to the light of day, let us reflect on the 4 golden principles that can transform our lives and our very souls. These principles are not just for potters. They are for anyone seeking to live a life of depth, meaning, and true, lasting inner resilience. Principle 1, honesty. Be truthful about your breaks. Do not hide them For only what is acknowledged can be healed with the golden resin of truth. Honesty allows us to connect with others on a deeper level. It removes the wall of perfection and lets the light of shared experience shine. Principle 2. Diligence. The work of repair is not a single event, but a daily practice of showing up for yourself with love and care. Consistency is the key to transformation. Each small brushstroke of gold adds up to a life that is strong, resilient, and incredibly beautiful to behold. Principle 3. There are no shortcuts to excellence. True value comes from the time and effort we invest in our own difficult and slow growth. Do not settle for quick fixes that only cover the surface. Do the hard work of deep healing, and you will find a strength that lasts. Principle 4. Deserved success. The beauty of the final result is a direct reflection of the honesty and effort you put into the repair. You will know when you have reached it. It is the feeling of being whole again, but with a new and much more precious understanding. When we live by these principles, we become beacons of light for others, showing them that their own breaks are not the end of the world. He is a master of clay, but more importantly, he is a master of life. His presence brings a sense of calm and hope to everyone. The next generation is watching. They are learning that it is okay to fall as long as you know how to reach for the gold. From this height, we see that all our struggles are part of a larger and more beautiful pattern of growth and universal human connection today. They are no longer just master and student. They are companions on a journey of wisdom that will continue for the rest of their lives. Life is a flow of constant change. We must learn to move with it, using every obstacle as a way to refine our own inner gold. The gold is everywhere, if you have the eyes to see it. It is in the kindness of a stranger and the strength of your own heart. Let these principles be your compass. They will guide you through the darkest storms and lead you to the brightest and most peaceful shores today. The day ends as it began, but everything has changed. The fear of breakage has been replaced by the absolute joy of the golden repair. Do not fear your cracks. They are the places where the light enters. They are the proof that you have lived and you have loved. Every break is a chance to be better. Every scar is a medal of honor. Embrace your history, for it is your most precious and unique treasure. The art of Kintsugi is the art of being human. It is the art of choosing love over shame and hope over deep and dark despair. We are all part of a larger masterpiece, a collective Kintsugi work that spans across time and space, connecting us all in our shared brokenness. The gold of wisdom knows no borders. It is a universal language that speaks to the resilience and the beauty of every single human soul. He has done his work well. He has passed on the secret of the gold, and he knows that the world is a little brighter because of it. Remember these 4 golden principles. They are the keys to becoming the most resilient and beautiful version of yourself that you can possibly be today. Rest in the knowledge that you are enough. Broken or whole, you are a work of art in progress, and the master is always with you. The universe itself is a Kintsugi work, born from a great explosion and held together by the mysterious gold of love and ancient cosmic wisdom. Thank you for joining us on this journey. May your path be filled with the gold of wisdom and the courage to be your true self. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more streams of wisdom.